Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you the latest update on the current stimulus package, which is the HEROES Act. And before I get into it, I want to explain you guys how a bill get drafted and what type of process it has to go through before it is accepted by the Democrat and the Republican, and even before the president signed the bill into an act. So let's go into the U.S. government system. How does the U.S. government works? So the U.S. government has a Senate, Congress, and then there's the president. So first the bill get drafted in the Congress by the congressman, and at this current time, Democrat have the majority in the Congress, and they control the Congress and the Senate, which Republican has the majority, which is controlled by the Republican. And as we all know, our president, Mr. Donald Trump, he's a Republican. So the Senate and the presidency is under control by the Republicans. So for this bill, which is HEROES Act, actually started in the Congress by the Democrats. Various Democrats came from the different states, sat together, and they went over the need of the people, especially during this current time, this hard time going on. As we all going through this hard time, the congressmen realize the needs for the people, what we really need in order for us to survive, to feed our family, and to take care of the necessity, and make sure we keep paying the rents or the mortgages. So in the Congress, the congressmen from the various party, which has the majority of the Democrats, sit together and they come up with the opinions, and they listen to the various business sectors and get their input and see what they actually need in order to keep our economy stable and to make sure that unemployment don't get worse, and to make sure the people have enough money to pay for the bills. So the Congress listened to the business interest people, and the lobbyists, and the various businessmen, and to see what they can do for the people and for the big corporations. So make sure the corporation can also keep their employee during the hard times, and they combine all these ideas into a written draft which calls the bills, and then they have a debate on that bill, and at the end it get voted. So as we all know, for the CARES Act, it brought by the Democrat, and after the debating, they had voted, and it passed by the majority. As we all know, the Democrat controls the Congress, so of course the majority of them had their input inside the bill, so it's gonna pass without any problem. And after the bill get passed, then the Democrat has to wait on the Senate, which is controlled by the Republicans, and see what they come up with, what kind of bill they have. So of course the Republican has different mind of thinking. So the Republican have their own interest, and their way of thinking is of course different than Democrat, and they are more pro business people, and then the Democrats. So they also go through the same process, get input from the various business aspect, and of course from the lobbyists, and they come up with their own version of the bill, and it get drafted. And after the bill get drafted, and it's sent it to the Congress, and then the Congress and the Senate, which is controlled by the Democrat and Republican, they negotiate the bill to a final version, and after their negotiation, if everything goes through fine, and if all of the party agrees to certain degrees, and there's always give and take, like Democrats say, okay, we want to keep this, and the Republicans say, oh no, we cannot give you that, but we can only give you this much. But if you get that much, then we need to get this passed through. So at the end of the day, both Democrat and Republican have their input inside the bill, and after it passed through the Senate, then it goes to the president. And then president, of course, have the power to either sign it or veto it. So if the president agree with the bill, it get signed, and then after it gets signed into an act, and then it is implemented by the various department of the governments, and that's how we get the money. If you guys have any question, please leave a comment, and I'll be sure to reply back with the answer. And if you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video, and so you can have the latest update on the current stimulus package and on the unemployment. So guys, have a nice day.